Hey y'all, Stephanie here with Minimalist Mom Life. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a collab with Jamie Patterson of Jamie Patterson's channel. She is a wife, homemaker, and Christian, and a mom of 2 little girls with a baby boy on the way. Her channel is very similar to mine. She is all about minimalism. Why can't I say that word? It's what my channel is about. Minimalism, cleaning, and frugal living. So be sure to check her out after you watch this. We are both going to give you 5 tips on how to save on your groceries. So my husband and I are currently on baby step number 6 of Dave Ramsey's plan, if you guys are familiar with that. So we're trying to prepare for a house as fast as possible and also save for mission trips along the way, traveling, and we'd like to adopt again. So international adoptions are very expensive, and that's something that is on our hearts, so we know we need to save for it. But whether you are looking to pay off debt or you are looking to save up money for something, I think groceries are a great way to save money. You're going to have your fixed expenses like car insurance. We all know health insurance is ridiculous right now. Things like that. But groceries are definitely a way that you can cut your costs. And if you're a homemaker, I think that being wise, Proverbs 31 says that we should be wise stewards of our households. And so I think it's an easy target to look at when you're looking to save money. So I'm going to give you my 5 tips, and then make sure again that you check out Jamie's channel below after that and see her 5 tips as well. So my number 1 tip is don't waste food. Don't waste food. So I did a little research, and I'll leave these links down below as well so you can get more of an idea. This is all information on food waste in the US, so I didn't do it on any other places. But according to the USDA.gov, food waste is estimated between 30 to 40% of the food supply, 31% of that being at the consumer and retail level. So it's almost a third of the food that is being produced is being waste, and that is ridiculous. And let me tell you, a lot of that is happening in your home. So some ways to not waste food. Number 1 is when you're going to make your plate or you're going to make the meal, think with your head and not with your stomach. We are all guilty of thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I can eat an elephant. I think that like every 15 minutes because I'm 37 weeks pregnant. But the truth is, I couldn't eat an elephant. And I don't need to make that much. And I definitely don't need to put that much on my plate. And so portion control, make sure you're putting on your plate what you're going to eat. If you're making more than what you think you guys are going to eat, make sure you serve it as leftovers. My boys are 3, 2, and 1, so we have less and less leftovers each night because they are growing and they are boys and they love to eat. But my husband used to take leftovers for lunch almost every day to work. Now it's like maybe once or twice a week. But if there is anything left over, we make sure and have it as a part of breakfast. You can make it into a lot of things into a breakfast burrito or a breakfast scramble, serve it for lunch. If for some reason my boys don't finish their breakfast or they don't finish their lunch, then I'm not going to get out another snack until what's on their plate is finished. We don't do the whole clean plate club thing. I know that a lot of information has come out about how that doesn't create a healthy relationship with food, so we don't want to do that, but we don't want to be wasteful of what we're having. And that also means what you're bringing into your home, you need to know you're going to use. It's fun to go on Pinterest and look at these exciting, elaborate recipes, but if those call for 5 things that you're not going to use again, and they're just going to get wasted, do you need to make the recipe? Or maybe just find another recipe that calls for those things as well so you can use them before they go bad. Don't waste food. My number 2 tip, and I'm preaching to the choir here, is drink water. Sodas, juices, all of those things cost so much money compared to the cost of water, especially when you're eating out. But even when you're not eating out, be conscious of what you drink in your home. We all know that water is better for us. We all know that kids don't actually need juice. We occasionally buy like cranberry juice, things like that. Sometimes Gatorade, especially now that I'm close to my delivery date. But for the most part, it is water, 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 water. And it saves a lot of money. Number 3 is shop the right store. So in our area, within like 5 minutes of where we live, we have like 3 or 4 or 5 grocery stores. So a lot of options. But none of those options are at Aldi. And our Aldi is about 20 minutes away, but even a little bit extra of gas and the inconvenience of driving saves me so much money. I would say that the grocery stores here are like 3 to 4 times the cost of what I spend at Aldi. And that's on stuff like milk, produce, meat, I mean just the basic things. that I know we're going to buy every time. They're so much more expensive. So avoid those stores, but also find out what store has the best deal, because it's not going to be the same everywhere. I know everywhere doesn't have an Aldi. I know when we lived in South Carolina, we had a store called Save-A-Lot. I know that's a chain, and I think some people save a lot of money there, and that's in their town the best option. But the Save-A-Lot in South Carolina, we also had an Aldi, and the Aldi was way cheaper than the Save-A-Lot. Do you need something? Okay, go sit down. One of my kids is up right now. The other two are napping. And he's going to go play. So make sure you're shopping the right store. I know a lot of people think that Walmart's everyday low price is an everyday low price. Here, our Walmart is a good $1 more per gallon of milk than what we can get at Costco, we can get it at Aldi. Their meat's more expensive, their produce is yucky, and it's not a good price. So make sure you know where you're shopping. Shop the right store. My number 4 tip is check your receipt, especially if you shop at stores like Aldi and places like Sprouts where they have like the bulk food, you know, like rice and stuff that you can buy in the bags and you write the number. I would say at those two places, my receipt is wrong like 7 out of 10 times, and I have to go back and say, hey, you didn't charge right for this, or this was on sale and you didn't give me the sale price. Or if you're buying meat at any grocery store and it is close to the sell by or freeze by date, or use by freeze by date, they often have a coupon on it. Make sure they're using that coupon and they're taking it off. Make sure you're getting the price that you saw. It's worth it to go back. And then my number 5 tip, and I think you probably heard this one, is shop your pantry first. Don't go to the grocery store blind. You need to have a meal plan, and when making that meal plan, you need to look at what you already have. And again, this goes back to not wasting food. So if you have cheese that needs to be used up, or eggs, or squash, or spinach, or whatever it is, make sure you're incorporating that into the first couple meals on your next meal plan, and you're using that stuff up. I would also say, as a bonus little tip, is that when you are meal planning, make sure you have some flexibility in there. Sometimes the meat that you want may be especially expensive, and there might be a better deal on pork chops than there is on the roast, and so you want to switch out the roast for the pork chops. So things like that, like have an idea of definitely what you want for however long you're meal planning, either a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever it is, but then have some flexibility for if those things, sometimes they don't even have them if you shop at like Aldi, or they're just especially expensive or something else is on sale. So those are my tips for grocery savings. I hope those help. Again, make sure and check out Jamie's channel to see what she has for you. I know I will be. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.